Not long ago, they had a conference in Abuja and they teamed up to attack me. The whole conference was to attack me, and they brought speakers at that level so that all of them can rush. One of them even came as ministries like a market where you have spare part, paint, brush, all that was to get at me. 2 weeks ago, I came in from Johannesburg, South Africa. I got to the airport. So I'm sitting in the business lounge, and the first thing is one of them came into the business lounge and saw me. Chapter 2, people that had houses and land sold it and brought the money to the church, and distribution was made and nobody had a need. So today we give generously, and when we give generously in the church authorities determine what percentage goes to welfare, what percentage goes to television, radio, and other things. So welfare departments are set up in churches where people who want to help the poor, help the needy, bring in their support, and we look for people in need among us and we take care of them. Is it clear?
Sorry, I don't know how this one will go, but I listen to your preachings a lot, your teachings a lot. But there's a point that each time I listen, I'm always feeling satisfied. But at a point, especially at the junction where you now begin to make references to other men of God, and it seems as if you turn it to a joke, or maybe mocking what other men of God have said or what they have done, and then you are making it part of your teaching. So each time I go to that point, something in me always tells me that this one will not attract men to this message, but rather repair men. I don't know what you think about this.
Well, when it comes to the defense of the gospel, sometimes the approach to the defense could differ. It could differ. The important thing is that the facts are protected. That's the important thing. Do you understand? There are times you also can jokingly deal with issues, and there are times you deal with issues seriously, and there are times you can use sarcasm to deal with issues, depending on how the people that are making mockery of the gospel are making it. That's what determines how you respond. I don't know if you understand. That's what determines it. There's no blanket way of responding when it comes to defending the gospel. It depends on who is talking, who is casting aspersions, who is attacking the message. The way they come will determine the way you respond back. So that's why sometimes it sounds like that. And the reason why some of you may feel like that is because you did not pay attention to the mockery. If you had paid attention to the mockery and the weight of the mockery and respond, you will even say our response is very mild. Do you understand? It's very mild. I mean, somebody called me a short man, somebody called me a rat, somebody called me a thief, somebody called me mad. I didn't tell them you are an idiot. And if I'd said that, it is in order. If I'd say you are a stupid, foolish, useless man, it's still in order. But I didn't employ the use of those words. I only gave them scriptures. And at the end of my scriptures, I laughed. Because he that sits in the heavens, the laughter is to drive it in. You know? You know, there's a way you will look at somebody and laugh. Even the laughter is a communication. And the reason why some people feel that I am doing that is because they think I'm a small boy. Some of these fathers are my age mates. It's just because my age doesn't show on my face. I'm not a boy. I've been around. I've been around. I'm preaching Bible. In another 1 or 2 years now, I'll be 40 years preaching, not reading. So fathers can laugh at themselves. Fathers can talk to themselves at a level. We ourselves, we understand what we are talking. It's you people that don't understand. We understand. I don't know if you understand. Okay, let me give you an illustration. Not long ago, and I will not call names, but I will illustrate. Not long ago, they had a conference in Abuja, and they teamed up to attack me. The whole conference was to attack me. And they brought speakers at that level so that all of them can rush me. One of them even came as ministries like a market where you have spare part, paint, brush, all that was to get at me. Are you following? When they finish, me, I can't answer them. I say ministry and church is not a market. We have one message. And my reply finished all of them. 2 weeks ago, I came in from Johannesburg, South Africa. I got to the airport and I'm sitting in the lounge with you. Was it with you? It was not with you. Me alone. So I'm sitting in the business lounge, and the first thing is, one of them came into the business lounge and saw me. Hey, Dr. Damina, so good to see you. I stood up, I said, so good to see you, sir. How are you? He said, you're causing trouble everywhere. I said, what trouble am I causing? And he couldn't say the trouble. Then he said, we need to go back to Washington, D.C. so you can preach for me again like we did before. When we finished talking, he went back to his seat. I'm sitting on my seat. Then that one that said church is market entered the lounge. I didn't see him. He entered and sat down. Then a few minutes he stood up. Dr. Damina, I didn't know you were here. My PA told me you're here. I just came to greet you. So me too, I stood up. I said, it's wonderful to meet you today, man of God. We greeted warmly and laughed. Then he went back to his seat and came back and said, they've announced my flight. Now I don't know whether I should follow you to Uyo or I should go to Abuja. I'm confused. I said, sir, go to Abuja. Me, I'm coming to Abuja. When I come, we will see. He said, make sure we see. If you come to Abuja, you don't see me, it will be a scene. And we hugged. He left and I left. You people think we are fighting. No, we are not fighting. We are speaking in a language that we understand. It's a communication. Because if you misbehave in public, I will correct you in public. Because we don't want people to be misled. I don't know if you understand. No, we're not fighting. No. We are talking to ourselves. Because some of the madness happening is my generation and the generation before me that caused it. So we must correct it so that those under us will not suffer what we suffer.